everyone. Now we are going to discuss about COVID-19 impact on social media. So, on education, sorry. First, COVID-19 started it came from China. So later on, the first case in COVID-19 reported in India on January 30 in 2020. Um, in 2020, and later it has great impact on education because students cannot go to the school, and there are a lot of many impacts on children's lives because of the online classes. They have a lot of stress.
Not only education, like it may impact on economy and
Yes.
some are lost their jobs.
Yes, I agree with
COVID-19.
Surya Prasanna. Health issues and health education. Many people are addicted to these mobile phones. People who are connected in online classes, those people are solely addicted on mobiles.
As Jansi said, so many people lost their life during the COVID-19 time, and due to the online classes, they impact with headache and eyesight, and they lost their education. So many people who read well, and they're getting the same grades because our government issued that everyone has the same grade. They give pass marks to everyone. That will affect in our future.
There is a big gap in education to more than 2 years.
I agree with both of you because even children, while they have to attend the online classes, they use mobile phones. They are not up to the age, but still they get to use it. And parents buy these mobile phones for them so that they could attend online classes. And
by using online classes, but the government not conducted exams. So 2 years wasted students' education, and I agree with Vinay. The COVID virus has a very big impact on our lives. First, it has started in Visakhapatnam in the AP district, but it has spread very easily in our district because everybody in this area has been very active in the streets or street foods or foods and night. Because of this, the coronavirus is spreaded very easily throughout our district and throughout our state. It easily affected our economy class because of this coronavirus, and it is become so very painful to the people who are.
Yes, I agree with his word. As he said, so many people lost their jobs, and it will affect very easily. Everyone stay at their home only. They are not able to come out, and they don't have economical support at that time, and they don't even go outside to get their food. They face a lot of problems. Whereas coming to the education system, it will.
In Corona time, no buses, no travelers.
So many are faced that situation from long journey that do not travel long distances.
Workers will stay in other states. They're not able to come their own city at that time.
And we are talking about workers who are outside the city. They were not even able to give their family any type of cash or any type of food support. Because of that,
at risk.
so many lives are at risk because of the starving and starving of the money. Because of this coronavirus, there are so many effects have been taken to the people of our country.
And I also want to add that there are many children who could not be alive because their financial condition isn't good. Many students have lost their lives. Not only students, but many people have lost their lives, and also students could not really pay attention to the online classes, and without content, they couldn't pay a lot of attention to it.
Not only disadvantages, some advantages are there in COVID pandemic here. So many members have spent their time with families and friends, but
due to this corona, so many people have problems in food,
Struggle with
struggle
their
with
food,
food,
health
health
and
issues.
cash.
The final conclusion is it will impact our health, economic, and our education as well. And at the time, so many people have lost their lives, lost their jobs. This is the final conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello guys, we have recovered from the COVID-19 just a few months ago, and we all are suffered from it very longly. Let us discuss what has happened to us and what are the impacts on the education that we are dealing with when we are facing the corona time. As a corona time, it has a very dangerous period because we are isolated from all over the world. We are just having our places, things all in our house only. We are doing all our work in our house only. So we are just out of the touch to the world, and we are very uh, like say that we are feeling very out of touch with our society because of being isolated to isolated to the society, and many students have got just very addicted to the phones and just stopped their studying. They started playing games, and this has impacted their studies. You can talk if you want to anything, sir.
Yes, your point is right because in our pandemic time we are in our homes only.
Yes.
Then we use our mobile phone systems and we don't go to outside and social contact with others. We only use our mobile phones only. In that time we are addicted to that and we use more social media because we don't in touch with people outside.
Online classes also there. They started means there's network problem and teaching problem also. Some people just not have mobiles and there's so many problems railways and
during COVID time, so we face many problems, and most students are face many problems during COVID times. And but the people who don't have proper internet and proper mobile phone, and some of the people are not understand the reason why what they're saying. And during COVID times, all are face many problems. And some of the schools they give a marks as a pass certificate for the doctor they pass it, and also card they got pass mark. So they are not just for the doctors and for the students. We have this.
Yes, I agree with you. As we having more, having crossed our houses during the pandemic situation and being like a hostage within our houses, the education system also use impact. So even we haven't upgraded education. Even the dropout situation has been increased in our countries. Situation, pandemic situation from 2018 to then compared to 2018 to 2020. So it had a huge impact on everything.
It also causes global recession and the unemployment increases, GDP also decreases. So many people become unemployed and a lot of problems we faced and physically and mentally. Due to this, people were mentally disturbed and become stressed and increases anxiety due to loneliness.
Suddenly, our education system also changed. Classrooms are changing into online classrooms. So many people are not used to mobile phones. So many network issues. Our syllabuses also reduced in the time, and so many people got low grades and same grades.
By the COVID, we have very get nearer to our phone systems. For example, if a teacher is attending a Zoom meeting class or any online class, just the students who are interested, they are just want to appear. But those who didn't, just they are entering the entering the Zoom classes and leaving the class. By just they are giving their mails, logging, and just they are leaving the groups. And the teacher is thoughting that the students are present and he has giving his best to teach them. And due to the COVID-19, by the usage of phone has increased and our eyes problems and many other problems are also got very increased.
So most of students use the mobile for the other purpose, not education purpose. So I want to conclude it. We face many impacts on COVID during. We face many impacts on education during COVID time. Thank you.
Today we are giving group discussion about impact on COVID-19, how COVID-19 impact on our lives. So COVID-19 impact on education, economy, and jobs. Some are lost their jobs in COVID-19 pandemic year, and some are feeling stressed about uh, how we impact on COVID-19.
Yes, exactly. And I want to add that the COVID-19 in India, the most cases are reported in Kerala, whereas the least cases are reported in Bihar. The first case was also reported in Kerala, where student returned from abroad. He was the first one who got COVID-19, and later on it started spreading. And after many measures, it has come to the due to the lockdown and many other measures by the government.
Yes, Sofia, I am in the same track. As you said, there are so many global scientists got together to find vaccination for the COVID-19. The way it spread is very fast, and it impacted by so many people. They lost their lives, and the symptoms for the COVID-19 is cough, cold, illness, and some of the severe disadvantages for this, and they lost their kidneys and livers, and it leads to their deaths. So many families lost their heads because of the COVID-19. They face economical issues, and so many people lost their life, lack of food at the time. And finally, our government did best by vaccinating all the people.
Yes, I agree with Nadia. I added some point. Due to Corona, so many people have money less money to sufficient food not there. Due to the sufficient food, so many people illness, nutrition is less, so less.
Yes, I agree with Jansi. Um, as he said that so many members are uh, died lack of nutrients, and they didn't get some food minerals and lack of.
With Surya Prasanna, because of the even cures and the antibiotics of the coronavirus, there are so many people who were die by the vaccination, which is the that's called caused by heart attacks because of the vaccination. Because even though Kerala has the highest literature or highest number of doctors in that state, the scientists and doctors cannot cure coronavirus or cannot perfectly make the vaccination to the people who are affected by the coronavirus.
Yes, I agree with that point. Uh, Vaccines are affected on number of people. They are died. So in hospitals are joined
At that
ventilators.
point, in COVID-19, in the pandemic year, some are those who people are coming from the far state districts. They are insufficient for the traveling. Like buses are not there, and lack of buses and lack
Number
of
of people,
trains are there.
yes, I agree. Number of people and by walk on the road and suffered from.
We are on the same track. I also wanted to add that the government has issued the vaccination in two doses. During these two doses, even they suffered because the vaccination is not completely curing the COVID-19, and even in the funerals, the was not could not able to touch them due to the viruses.
Agree on that point. Whatever Wafia is saying, COVID affected people who are dead. The hospital didn't even give a permission to look at the bodies, and they don't even fire bodies. They only dump the bodies in the pit. So they don't have to. They don't even see their last minutes loved ones.
And so many people are died because lack of a proper treatment at that time and lack of oxygen cylinders. So many people lost their lives.
To that, as everyone said, there are many reasons why people die due to COVID-19. There is impact on education, socially, economically, industrial. So every point is
Animals, dogs are also, some animals are affected.
not only humans but also animals suffer due to COVID-19. Thank you.
My point.
Thank you.
as we are discussing about the topic of COVID-19, we have just noted the impacts of how the students are getting distracted by using the phones. So, if there any else points you can mention it.
Yeah, Puneet, I'm agreeing with your point because by the phones we don't studying well, and we are all playing games and watching movies, and we are time passing like that. We don't studying or any classwork. We don't do it. We just are doing in our online classes only, but that's also not perfectly.
Yes, Praneeth, but we have already discussed, let us discuss some other points about the effect of the COVID-19.
Not only that, many individuals have lost their loved ones and they are being financially lack of
Uh, yes. They are
financially weak. They have become financially weak and so many have lost their loved ones and they are suffering nowadays.
agree with your points, Saiti. So, do you want to say that during the COVID-19 pandemic, the students, that means the children have lost their life and they are just get drop out from the colleges?
Yes.
And also before COVID-19, only few people don't have smartphones.
Yes.
They use their geophones, keypad phone, but they use smartphone. That's why some parents are getting, some parents are they bought their smartphones for the students studying, who are studying for the classes and who are joined for the online classes. And at that time, the parents have not enough money to buy them, but they getting so more suffering to buy them smartphones.
But the students are not used it properly, and they misuse that chance also.
As Sarmukh has given us an excellent point on the impact of education. So I finally conclude about that. Our discussion is on the impact of COVID-19 on education. As we have discussed about the topics of lonely dropouts by the children and the impact of phones on our uh, eyes and our health. So we conclude that the COVID-19 has just made a different world in those years. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.